Hi everybody, it's Anime Reviewer Girl, and I literally just finished the Nana manga like 10 minutes ago. And before I start this video, I will say that there will be spoilers for this review due to the fact that I may give some spoilers about the anime, which I did watch first, and I read the manga as a continuation to the anime, as a continuation so I can find out what exactly ends up happening since the anime never released a second season. Um, and just let everyone know, the manga spans about 84 chapters, and there's no actual ending to the manga because it was actually stopped. I don't know if there's ever going to be a continuation of the manga. From what I've read online, there aren't any plans. Um, Hopefully the author does come out with more, but as of right now, everything is basically all speculation as far as whether or not it will be continued. Okay, so on with this review. Those of you guys who have not watched the anime, once again, there are going to be spoilers concerning the anime and a little bit in the manga. I'm not going to reveal a big spoiler, a big thing that comes up in the manga. Those of you guys who have read the manga and know what this is, or have read the Wikipedia articles and know what the big thing that happens in the manga is, be sure to, you can put it in the comments, but just be sure to let people know that it is a spoiler, because last thing I want is people to be like, you spoiled it for me, things like that. Though I will be honest, before I read the manga, I did kind of know what the big issue, the big twist was basically going to be, or the big tragedy, I guess you can say, was going to be in the manga due to Wikipedia and things like that. And I didn't really mind knowing. Although was still a shocker once I got to it, the part in the actual manga series. Um, anyway, basically where I started back off in the manga was where Hachi, who was Nana Komatsu, whom they call Hachi during the anime because they feel like she's very much like this puppy dog named Hachiko, so they call her Hachi. And basically, her being now living with Takumi, whom is the bassist, or he doesn't play guitar. I want to say he plays bass for or guitar for Trapnest, which is the rival band of Blast. Um, Being with Takumi, living with him because she is now pregnant with Takumi's baby. And basically, how most of the manga, how it is kind of more so of Hachiko and Nana Osaki, maybe saying Nana O, them basically trying to like mend their friendship. And for a long period of time, it was a weird thing with Nanake, who was Hachi, um, having this weird kind of a friendship, but kind of not a friendship with the other members of Blast due to what went down between her and Takumi and her and Nobuo. As you guys may have remembered if you've watched the anime, um, Nanake ended up getting pregnant, and she wasn't for sure if it was Nobuo or if it was Takumi who was baby's father. And ultimately, it was kind of decided that it was most likely Takumi's, whom she then ended up breaking up with Nobuo for to get with Takumi. Um, a lot of the manga is based around that and around Blast's now newly found success. So Blast ended up finally being able to pop onto the scene, being able to be a rival for Trapness, and basically it's mostly about that, and you also mostly about that pretty much. One of the things though that I did like about the manga is that you get a lot more backstory of these particular characters in the manga, in the anime, sorry, you did get to see more so Nana's, both of the Nana's backstories, and you also got to know a little bit as well about Ren's and about Yasu's. Um, the difference though in the manga is that you got to know more about Takumi's backstory along with Reira's, and you also get to know a lot more about Nobuo's backstory and kind of Shin's. Um, those ones are probably the most interesting because those, especially for Takumi, he's one of the, I will honestly say, one of the most complicated characters that I've ever encountered in anime or manga. He's my most love to hate character, or I kind of hate him, but then I also kind of like him. He has a very weird personality where he's kind of like kind of shady, but then he also has this, he's very manipulative, but he's manipulative in a way that makes you strangely like him. It's very weird. You also get to know more about Nobuo and how Nobuo and Nana O basically became friends and were really close. You also figure out how he met Yasu and how he also met Ren. Um, that's one of the things that you definitely do come upon. One of the things in the manga that actually kind of got a little bit confusing, but then you start to catch on a little bit, is that it goes between this weird phase of it being like a weird flashback and then flashing forward into the future, where Nana K has had her child, the one that she is pregnant with, and the child is older, and then she also, it's revealed, has more than one child with more than one child. Um, More that later. I won't say much. Um, but she turns out she has more than one child, and it goes this weird thing of where it's like a weird push, not weird push and pull, but like a weird future slash back, like flash backstory, flashback slash flash forward, pretty much. And I think what it mostly is that it's set in a time frame where they are uh basically trying to find Nana O. So basically it's like she's gone missing and that they don't have any idea where she is. And they're really trying to tell the story about how she went missing, or how she's no longer, why she's no longer there, but they're telling it in a way that kind of entraps you in. It's very hard for me to explain this, and it's a lot easier in the anime how they do it, because they have Nana K's tell her story from her side of the view, and they have Nana O tell her story. And it's weird because they're both saying it in a way where they're not exactly friends anymore, or in a way where they're not with each other in the same city or area, or that they've grown apart. Is basically what I'm trying to say. One of the things I didn't like about this manga, honestly, is the fact that there's no actual ending. There's no actual ending. Sorry, my lighting is changing. There's no actual ending to this manga. Literally, it ends and you're just like, that was it? For reals? Because there's no more. There's none. Yeah, that's it. 84 chapters of my life, and there's no ending. I hated that. I was like, dang, there's no ending. I wish there was a lot more. But it's very enjoyable of a manga to read. I will honestly say that. Because it kept you entraptured in, and it wasn't like fantasy or things like that. It was actually something that many of us could probably relate to. Maybe not so much as relate to it as far as like none of us have friends that are in bands. If you do, then congratulations. I don't have any friends that are in bands or who are super famous or planning to try and get famous. But it was kind of like you can understand what might happen with friendships and falling in love and things like that. And that is mostly where, for me, where it drew me in, because you can kind of see different people in those different characters pretty much. But if you haven't read it, read it. And if you haven't watched the anime, also watch the anime. Watch it dubbed, is actually really good. But anyway, the Nana manga was actually a great read. And actually it was really hard to do this review without saying all the spoilers and without saying some of the huge things that happened in this manga, because I want everyone to read it and not feel like they're reading it and they're like, I already know what happens, so there's no point in me reading this. Just please read it. It's actually really good. Don't be upset about the fact that, like I said before, that there is no actual ending. Still, read it. As you can see from someone that's up at 11 o'clock at night because they just finished it, yeah, it's good. Not only that, it will make you cry because there is a little bit of a tragedy involved in it. But I feel like with the tragedy, it actually helped to pull the manga along. To be completely honest with you, I hated that they lost the character, a beloved character, but it actually was kind of helpful to move the story along, because it was kind of, after a while, it's like you start to kind of know where things are going at this point. Just because you're like, it's like this weird thing all of a sudden of Takumi and Reira and all this other stuff. And so you're just like, I already don't know where else this can go. And then boom, they kill off a character. You're like, okay, so what happens now? Is literally what you do. Yeah. One of the characters I will say that I do not like and that I now kind of don't like now is Reira. Read the manga and you'll figure out why I now do not like this character. She is so, I just don't like her. But anyway, if you have, like I said before, if you haven't read the manga, read it. Once again, I'm so sorry if this review is terrible, because once again, it's so hard not to talk about this manga without revealing spoilers, because I don't want to reveal the spoilers for anybody. basically, that's it. Enjoy this review. Uh, if you haven't, I'll also link down below my anime review of the re- anime review of Nana. That way, you'll be able to know what the story is about. I know I didn't reveal it. I'm so sorry. But once again, if you're new to my channel, hi. If you're an old friend, once again, hi. Thank you for checking out my videos. Thank you for returning. Don't forget to comment, and subscribe for more videos. I'll leave my description box below all the links to my social media accounts. Please check them out. Yeah, I'll have a new video out for you guys on Wednesday. It'll probably be a discussion as well. I'm gonna try and have one discussion, one review out every week. I'm gonna try. Once again, it may not happen. It might be more discussions than reviews. But yeah, I'm gonna try. But anyway, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you haven't read the manga, read it. If you haven't watched the anime, watch it. It's amazing. All right. Thanks so much. Love you guys so much.